Hey, what's happening? Happy Friday, everybody. It's Daryl here. It's bright and freaking early. It's 3:30 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Man, I did not expect to be doing another video on this piece of freaking work. Andrew Tate this morning, but man, this story has gotten bigger and more bizarre, and I have to talk about this. Let me say this really quick. The reason I do these videos, I do basically two kinds of videos. Recovery, well, more than that, but anyway, recovery and the social issues, the current events, political. The recovery stuff, you guys know why I do that. I'm not going to repeat that. The social and political stuff is, for the last 2 hours, I go through this news feed every morning. This morning I was up about 2:05, and I go through all the news. I go through like about 50 news stories. And almost always, I'll find one that gets my heart pounding, it gets some adrenaline going in my hands, makes me feel happy or angry or sad. And if it does that to me, I think it'll do that to you guys. And that's where the real work begins. Then I start going through and researching and finding the videos and getting the links and putting them all on here. Because, you guys don't have the time. A lot of you guys just don't have the time. So I put everything on here, give you guys a summary of the story and present it to you. And I hope you get a kick out of it too. I hope you get, I just hope it fires you up like it fires me up. All right. So yesterday's video, the back and forth, the kerfuffle. Let me talk about that really quick, man. I read a lot, and when you read a lot, you learn new words. But you get the context of them when you read. And when I went to use that word yesterday in yesterday's video, kerfuffle, I'm usually 95% sure with a new word what it means, but before you use it in the title of a video, you better make 100% sure you know exactly what it means, or you're going to look like a freaking idiot. So I believe I used it right. I looked it up. It sounded right. Anyway, so watch, I'm not going to go through the whole thing. Yesterday's video, Greta Thunberg, back and forth. Greta Thunberg slams this tough, misogynistic, chauvinistic, bald. He looks little to me, man. We're the same height, but he looks little and he looks skinny. I wonder if he uses the apps to make himself look more muscular. Anyway, he actually responds. He talks about, so there's a video down below. I found this video, and it's bizarre. I'll get into the whole story coming up in a second. So he responds. Like I told you guys, I don't respond to bad behavior. Just the fact that he responded to this is making him look foolish. It's like, he feels the need to respond to everybody, to the lamestream media, and a 21-year-old young girl. It does not, if it were me, I would just move on, man. If you have confidence in yourself, if you know who you are, it doesn't matter what other people say. If your argument is strong and real, then it doesn't matter. Everybody else can say whatever they want. I don't respond to bad behavior. I don't reward bad behavior. But Andrew Tate felt the need to make a video responding to all the social media and everybody laughing at him. Greta Thunberg, saying he's got a little weenie. Look, you know what? If it were me, I would stand up, open up. Well, he's wearing pajamas in this video. I would stand up, open it up, and conversation over, argument over. You got what you got. There it is. That's it. Video over. That's what I would, honestly, if I even felt the need to respond, that's how I would have responded. No matter what you have, and here it is, there, conversation over. That's what I would have done. But if I had even this much respect for this guy, it's gone now. The reason I pick on this guy, the reason I zone in on this guy, it's not the climate change stuff. It's not the Greta Thunberg stuff that really bothers me. What really bothers me is this nonsense that he's selling for $49.95 a month to young men about the Matrix. And let me say this really quick. He's got this theory that the government wants to keep you poor. The government and the bots and the Matrix want to keep you poor and working. And just a really quick, I think about that really quick. And what is more beneficial money-wise for the government? Being poor or being rich? Being rich, you pay more unless you're Donald Trump, you pay more in taxes, right? So the government gets more money. more higher salaries for senators and all the politicians, right? That's where the money comes from corporations, rich people, right? So the wealthier you are, the more money would go to the government, right? And the poorer you are, you start, if you're under this much money, under what, 30,000, 20,000, you start getting SNAP benefits, food stamps. So the government starts paying you. It costs the government money when you're poor. How are young guys missing? What this Andrew Tate, this piece of work is saying? It's just bull. It's flat out nonsense. I don't know how he got this mansion. I don't know if he's renting it. I don't know if he inherited it. I don't know if he got all this money from the $49.95 that he charges every young man a month to teach them the nonsense that, to walk around with a big cigar and talk smack about women. I don't know where he got his money, but it sure as hell wasn't working hard. All right. So I watched the video is going to be right down below, so you can watch it yourselves. So he responds. The story gets even better. So he responds to Greta Thunberg, and let me just give you he's wearing pajamas, and then, he's got his big cigar. Somehow he figures this big cigar, first thing he does is takes it, and he blows this big cloud. Now, first thing I watched this, I think it's supposed to be like he's owning Greta Thunberg and the climate change people. Look at the big pollution. I'm polluting with my cigar. That's to me it's pretty obvious. That's what he thinks he's doing. He's wearing pajamas, and some of his arguments are just ridiculous. Then he pulls out pizza boxes, right? He asks for the video is nonsensical. It feels like he's uncomfortable from the video. There's one point where he says engines, my car engines. I think I have more charisma than this dude. I don't know how he managed to get like 1 billion views or a million followers or whatever. So he asked for these pizza boxes. I can't remember the name on the pizza box, like Gregory or Rogers or I don't know. But apparently, this is in Romania. And it's a very well-known little pizza place that delivers, right? So he's, forever owning the libs. He says, make sure those pizza boxes aren't recyclable. It's just more stupid stuff after stupid stuff. And turns out those pizza boxes are what got him caught. Apparently, now these are the charges. He's under arrest today because of those pizza boxes. He was wanted by Romanian authorities for human trafficking and kind of assault. I got to be careful how I word this because I don't want to say the exact charges here. It's a harsh assaults on women. They said he used kind of Romeo tactics to swoon women in and kind of hold them against their will, make videos of them, adult videos of them, and those are the charges. And because of this video, where he felt owned by the lamestream media and Greta Thunberg, so he felt the need to make this video. And I'll get into some of the more of the ridiculous stuff he said too. And it got him caught. He's under arrest. They tracked him down through these pizza boxes, And the stuff he said, he talks about dead dinosaurs and the recyclable pizza boxes. And it makes me wonder if this has been going on all through history. Like back when there was horses and carriages and horses and carriages, and then the cars came out. The guys that were driving the horses and carriages, those horseless carriages are Satan's invention. I got my good old horse here, it eats hay, it's dependable. I bet you this same thing has been happening all throughout history. So then he says this other thing in this video. He says that Greta Thunberg wants people to be taxed into poverty because the sun is hot. And this is just another. It's stupid. It's plain. It's stupid. Does he really believe that this is how all this works, or is he just being disingenuous? It actually has nothing to do with the sun. It's the climate. Most 10-year-olds know this. It's not the heat of the sun. And then the whole pretext of this video, like I said, he calls out Greta. Well, he thinks he calls out Greta Thunberg on her email address. Like I said, it was a lame response. So he plays like that's Greta's actual email address, smalldickenergy@whocares.com. You know, so he plays along saying like, why would she give out her actual email address? We all know she's 50-50, you know, so he's pretending like that's her real email address, like she's the one with the little weenie. You know, it's weak. It's a weak joke. It's a weak argument. You know, like I said, if it were me, I would just stand up and open up the robe, and there, conversation over. I got what I got. End of story. End of controversy. That to me, that'd be owning. You know, this guy's just lame, man. I listen to him talk, and the reason I make these videos, the reason I'm picking on this guy, is because it's not even because of climate change or Greta Thunberg, or just because he's an idiot, or the chauvinistic things. It's because the thing that bothers me the most about this guy is the 49.95. The young guys that are falling for this ridiculous claptrap nonsense, you know, about the sun being hot and dead dinosaurs and recyclable pizza boxes. He's an idiot. Who listens to this? So anyway, he's in jail. He's in jail now because he felt the need. He felt insecure enough to respond to everybody picking on him after Greta Thunberg slammed him. The whole story, the video will be right on top. Watch it yourself. How this guy got 1 billion views and 1 million viewers, I have no idea. He's a little bald, pajama-wearing cigar, and cigar too, and a phallic symbol. You guys have a good Friday.